Hello, fellow strategists, and welcome back to GriffGames. Today we are back in the 17th century of the old world, playing as Genoa in the Empire 2 mod for Total War Empire. I'm excited to be back in this game. If things look slightly a little different, that's because the save had a corrupt load, which is starting to become a recurring theme of this channel for some odd, unanticipated reason. But here we are. Right now, last we left off, we were getting ready to invade Algiers. We are just now rebuilding our Italian fleet, which was decimated in the last video. I know how to build a fleet. However, I was given a insightful tip by one of the subscribers on speeding up the process, so I am appreciative to that subscriber. If you're still watching, a extra thank you to you today. Please leave a like and comment below to everyone. And if you're enjoying the video, if not, that's entirely okay. Please leave a dislike and explain why you dislike the video, and I'll do my best to do better in the future. But until then, let's get into the game, shall we? So, next turn, we should produce our fleet. Hopefully that'll be enough. I'm just getting enough ships so I can slip past the Barbary State navies to hit Algiers on the ground. I think I'll produce just a little bit more forces. I want to make sure I have everything I need when charging the enemy. Although I'm going to leave a small garrison in case things don't go so nice back home. No, that'll take too long. Brigands, that'll do. Alright. Enjoying our small little patch of the world right now. Hopefully next turn we can mobilize and begin the invasion of Algeria. But we shall see. The Barbary States have been pretty quiet recently. They've been striking at the Austrians in the east of the Mediterranean, which at the moment is not my problem. But hopefully that'll keep them distracted enough for me to slip on over and begin my ground invasion. So far, those of you who've been following the series, I hope you've been enjoying this series so far. If not, that's okay. Leave a dislike below and explain why. If you have, please leave a like below and explain why. But at the end of the day, you don't have to do either because you're just here for entertainment. But I hope you're enjoying it well. If you've noticed the music has gone, it's because my overlord, the U of Oobs, I'm not going to say the rest in case there are word activations, did not like classical music, said it was copyrighted. So I respected it and left. So now we are playing without music. So if you're going to play, the way to cheat the system is just to turn on classical music on that channel and then duplicate a page and then listen to this game as the process. It's a silent middle finger, but it's how you play the game. Alright, so I'm going to... I'm going to leave the Genoan militia and the general. Sorry, my president. Everyone else is going to board the ship.
When defending your territory, it's important.
And also get some agents.
In movimento.
Need to infiltrate.
Rival agents can be removed by assassination. Select your rake, then click on his intended target. Decide if the chance of success is worth the risk before confirming the order.
You're gonna load up everyone?
As a unit fights and survives battles, it gains experience points that improve its ability to deal with future combat situations. Experience.
Oh, I know how to play the game. Thank you, though. Alright, so I'm going to take the risk and cross the waters. Hopefully this will be enough.
Although the age of large-scale official buccaneering is over, due to bigger and better organized navies, enemy shipping is still fair game in times of war. Right-click on a trade route to draw additional income from raiding their trade fleets.
Pronti all'azione.
Alright, I'm going to keep the enemy fleet blockaded. and begin my
When
march
attacking
on
a fort or
Algiers.
city, a general can demand that the defenders
Don't know
surrender
if
with
these
the honors
ships
of war.
are strong enough.
If accepted, they will be
They're
allowed
small.
to leave
I mean,
unmolested,
this one's the most scary, and the
turning
galleon.
fortifications
Galleon,
over
sorry.
without a shot being
All right,
fired.
she's interrupting the series. All right, sorry about that. All right, looks like the Danes are about to commit piracy, which is hilarious. And the Ottoman Empire has a massive navy off the coast of Hispania. Gonna press that space bar like I was recommended by the subscribers. Ooh, he is not wanting to play around. I will. Can I withdraw? I can't. We're gonna try to. I would have maybe have lost that if I played on play battle. So thankful for that. Keep the Barbary States nice and occupied in their home territory. Don't know if the AI would actually be smart enough to advance out of the city, but we shall see. Also hope you fellow subscribers have been enjoying the other content on the channel. I am trying to diversify my portfolio on the channel to get as many people entertained with strategy games as possible. Now, naturally, new games are coming out soon, so those will also be drawing my attention. So I'm not going to forget these games while I work on those for content. I will hit all of them, but some, since they're newer, may require more of my attention. Just know that if you haven't seen a certain video of a certain series posted in a while, I haven't forgot it. Actually, I have a book. I forget where it's at right now, but it was a list of when I need to do what. So when certain games come out, like Starship Troopers, etc., and for example, the Radius mod for Warhammer 3 now is out, so I need to work on that. So just know that I'm adding more content to the channel. It's diversifying so much that
There
other
has
things
been
will
an
take
eruption
time.
of national pride.
All right, let's see. Surprise, surprise! The Dutch and the French are at it again. And I, however, am going to where I belong. I'm going to be a gentleman and ask for surrender. They said no. Death to them.
Abbiamo vinto!
And we have conquered our first colony. Look at that. I expect our economy to do much better now.
The construction of a farm will increase the growth of the population in a region. As population grows, more towns will appear, enabling construction of a building infrastructure to further strengthen your empire. Wheat, corn, rice, sheep, and cattle can all be produced from farms.
Gotta replenish the boys. Hopefully this will inspire them to vacate the area.
You are successfully raiding the enemy's
Didn't
trade
even know I
along
was
this
raiding.
route. Their
That's insane how much money Great Britain is making. Hold on, can I go back to that? Wild. Here I'm over here counting pennies, and they're literally just throwing around K's left and right. Oh well. So, on the bright side, we've successfully taken Algiers. We're going to hold here, see what we need to do, see how they'll react, and move towards Tunis, and hopefully domesticate all of North Africa once we can help it. So far, so good. I know some of y'all wanted to see a ground battle, so next ground battle we will do will be play battle. I just was trying to blitzkrieg across North Africa to take that settlement so we could have a beachhead. Now that we have a beachhead, I can focus more on trying to play the game my way. Especially once we get rid of that Barbary fleet hogging my port right now. Wow, they go a lot faster. Guess he was right about that whole spacebar thing. Where's she? Oh yeah, I just tapped that again just to see a difference. It was a massive difference. We have mortar ships now, that's a thing. We can get Marines? Naval colleges? Interesting. Well, not yet, at least. Workers on strike. Why are you on strike? I just liberated you. I gave you independence. Oh, why? It's the nobles that are angry. We'll work on that.
Pronti. Spiegate le
Devo
vele,
fermarmi un
tutti al
poco.
proprio posto. Alla via così,
Fatemi
capitano.
riposare.
Pronti all'azione. Sì,
Cerco un
sì,
riparo.
capitano. Tutti ai posti di combattimento!
Alright,
Come posso
time to
esserti?
eliminate
Clicking on the
little-
assassinate button
that
means your
gentleman that's
agent will attempt to
influencing
kill
the
another agent upon
nobility
arrival at his
here.
destination. As with all subterfuge
begin to
actions,
scout out
there is a
his remaining
percentage
settlements.
chance of success, and failure may mean capture and execution.
Slowly rebuilding my forces in Algiers. Pretty excited. Once my agents move into Tunis and Tripoli, we'll be able to get a further estimate of where the Barbary pirates are at. Why are you here? Wait, what? Hold on. Oh, wait, it is historically. I forget that the Americans did have a war against the Barbary States, so this is historically accurate. It would be pretty funny, I mean, frustrating for me, but funny if they actually took some Barbary State settlements. But good thing I'm here to at least deny them Algiers, because I would like some colonies just so I can have some type of funding. Papal states are even mobilizing. It's getting all kinds of weird in the Mediterranean right now. I'm just more amazed by that U.S. fleet. I'm gonna go see if I can scout them out and see what's their massive army in the back, which was that yellow line. For those of you who don't know the Empire way of playing. I'm taking short breaths in the conversation. I am enjoying a non-YouTube friendly European drink. I can't say it for like the word triggers on YouTube, but I'll let you use your imagination as to what that is. Alright, time to
Rioting has broken out in this
Riot?
region as the lower orders have become too unhappy.
Why?
You must either appease the riot. Obedience to the system of government within a nation is measured in public order. If unhappiness begins to outweigh happiness and state repression at any point, then the resultant unrest can lead to rebellion.
Yes. Wow, this is such a strange army. We got Native Americans, we got Prussians. Those are Prussians, right? Drummers, riflemen, six-pounder, George Washington himself. Why is George Washington in the Mediterranean?
Sono al vostro servizio.
This is getting very confusing.
La morte li attende.
It's okay.
Come posso servirvi?
Well, at least we can watch the Americans take over the Barbary States. There's some reverse Monroe doctrine going on right now. I'm blown away by his army composition. It's just utterly random, but I guess I like it.
Ufficiale sul ponte.
How are things back in the homeland? Oh, yes. Let's see. Things are a little budget painful right now, but they will get better. War is an expensive thing. I think the U.S. just took Tunis. I see a color change. I think they really just took Tunis. This just made my game very interesting as to how I move on from this. I planned on taking Morocco anyway, but do I really want to fight the United States to take over where Carthage really is? At the moment, definitely not. I can't even hold my own, let alone take a new area. All pretty entertaining, if you ask me. Guess Russia's moving a lot. It's right now the game's pretty frozen. They must be mobilized a lot. Because to be fair, they own a whole 25% of the entire map. I guess I think the Persians are next. I recognize that flag. All right. I'm more than certain. Yes, it is. It is confirmed the U.S. decided to do their own thing.
Posso rendermi utile?
Sure.
Mi sto spostando.
Now,
Signore?
I'm going to start spying on the Moroccans.
La segretezza
Why are they
è
encamped in the desert? Whatever helps them, I suppose. Wow, that is an expensive repair. I'll have to save up for it. 4,000. That's next turn has to be.
Vostra Maestà.
Although all agents can carry out spy missions, rakes can infiltrate and spy.
Well, George Washington owns his first colony now. This is very strange. But I've heard of stranger things. Let's actually talk it out with some people, shall we? Wow, France is not the friend of many during this game right now. But I do need friends with Spain.
Long-standing trade partners develop a healthy respect for each other,
Fantastic.
reflected by a gradual improvement in diplomatic relations and increased income from trade routes over the life of your agreement.
Yes, the two republics are now in alliance. Fantastic. Well, trade. Baby steps. This will undoubtedly boost my income. Yep, yes it is. I already saw that turn from 0 to 862 now. Trying to kick out the Barbary State pirates now.
Pronti all'azione.
Causing quite the hassle for me.
Ai posti di combattimento! Ingaggiamo!
Come posso esservi utile? È impossibile, signore.
Next turn, hopefully I can assassinate that agent. And on top of that, fix that ironworks that was damaged in that rebellion. Then once I have my economy really healed, I can start producing. Oh no, we're going to start seeing things going on over here in the North Americas now that we're in a joint trade alliance now. Russia's always taken a while, I'm assuming because they're at a massive war of unimaginable proportions right now. Kind of curious to see where everyone's going. Hopefully I can turn myself from a minor power to a major power. I would quite like that, actually. Alright, now we're back. Let's see. Not happy with some nobility. Oh, the Mughals and the Great British have now are at each other's throats.
La morte mi accompagna.
Yeah, fantastic. what I like to hear.
Come posso rendermi utile? Non visto e silenzioso.
Wait. Oh, I thought the Austrians owned Gibraltar for a second. I was about to cry in anguish. However, it looks like the Moroccans have been busy. I gotta see if there's... No, this has to be the only settlement for them. I might be able to actually wipe them out. First, though, gotta repair all my broken toys. That being my expeditionary force. Which took more damage than I thought.
Ho bisogno di riposo.
The Americans seem to be fortifying Pennsylvania against what, I don't know. Hope y'all have been enjoying it so far. I'm actually quite fascinated now that the Americans have entered the American theater of drama and war a couple centuries ahead of schedule, but you know what? I'm not complaining. They're doing my job for me. Worst case scenario, they take the other settlement, and then maybe I can buy Tunis from them, though I doubt it. Actually, when it ends, the turn ends, I'm going to scout out North America just to see what's going on now that I can see a little bit of the map. I think it's turn 20, I believe. I don't know. The game doesn't show an indicator like in the future games, so I'm kind of just winging it until I hit the save button. But I believe it's been quite a few turns. I want to see what's been going on in North America. Because usually the Spanish just dominate base game, so I'd like to see if that's changed. All right, let's go over to America. I mean, Spain's not changed much. See, the pirates are not as hot as they once were. New Spain. The French are still fierce. The Iroquois. The British are up north. America's kind of sandwiched in there. Interesting. Is America at war with Britain? Nope, just strictly with the Barbary States, and they're allied with Spain. Interesting. Very interesting. Might be able to cut a deal with them later. Till then, though, I got work to do. I have to send my agent over to infiltrate to try to get those gates open for my army that's about to come in. Just healing the remainder of the boys now. And the general should be... Alright, there we go. Plus a little veteran too.
Dalla trepidazione.
Alright, let's see what's going on in here.
Buildings that have been damaged due to
Yep.
sabotage or during battle can be
Who is
rebuilt.
Morocco at war with? Nobody. It has an interesting selection in friends. That being very few. You're either part of the Mughal Empire, you're Persian, or you are apparently American, which is confusing. Interesting. We'll have to change that to some degree. Is that a priest? Yes, you are going to be very much needed. Long little hike, but we'll get you over there in no time, Father. Start converting the local populace. Ah, they are holding up fortifications in Tripoli, to be expected. And they are just fortifying Philadelphia. I don't know what is going on in Philadelphia. French quietly moving throughout the map while the Iroquois are doing... I don't even know what they could do. Base game, the Native Americans kind of just sit in the corner and watch the game unfold, and then every now and then they'll contribute by a raid or a lost settlement, but nothing too crazy. This mod, however, is supposed to increase the aggressiveness of the AI, so with luck, maybe the Native Americans might push back the European aggressors to some degree, but we will see. Spain's building up quite a force. I doubt they'll attack our ally, but I guess I might have to build up some forces. Just a couple. Spanish are moving out. To be fair, they're at war with kind of the entire world at this point, so I understand. Alright. Oh. Polish and the Lithuanians are at war with each other. And Austria. Alright. The Brothers' War. Alright, cool. They have the same exact garrison almost as...
Use rakes
Morocco.
to damage enemy buildings through acts of sabotage. Right-click on a city and select a building to sabotage from the list. Your rake will then move there and attempt to damage it upon his arrival.
Alright, we're healing forces. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Really trying to set these stragglers out.
A blockade is a cordon of ships used to prevent the enemy from trading through a port or moving any fleet that is based there. You can
repair these
blockade a
ships.
port by right-clicking on it, as you would another fleet. If there is an enemy fleet inside, a cordon graphic will appear to indicate a blockade is underway. Otherwise, your fleet will sail straight into the port and occupy it.
Yeah, that sounds pretty official. We just have some professionals guarding the capital. Can't leave it undefended.
Devo fermarmi un po'.
I have no idea what the Americans are up to. They are going pretty berserk in the north right now. Barbary States, I'll let them run away so I can actually use my port instead of just have it as a reverse blockade. Currently just waiting for my turn with everything going on in the world. It's pretty crazy right now. But nothing too serious. Apparently a war breaking out in Eastern Europe. Alright, what else we got? Yep, my defense of my capital. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Still healing? Wasn't aware there were so many casualties. Interesting. Fire ships are always the fun of the fleet. Bomb ship. Interesting. Race built. Interesting. All right.
Sono al vostro servizio. Sarò la sua.
Gonna get ready to infiltrate and seize that settlement. Oh, we can start producing conscripts. How interesting. Next turn, I should be able to produce much more. More importantly, able to hold this settlement. And then the priest will come in from Spain to start converting the Muslim population to Christianity, which I have no idea how long that will take. Typically in these kind of games, the more 100%ed a area is, the less likely it is they'll convert, so I don't expect this to suit to our benefit very well. Very curious to see how any other faction's been really expanding, because so far America has been the only faction I've seen to really grow. The others have kind of just been holding their own back and forth. Spain is building a considerable force. I don't know why. Maybe they take Savoy. Have to check my alliance with them, make sure that the target isn't me. I'll have to check. Oh no! The papacy is gonna betray me too. Nope, they know better. I was not expecting this. That's such a massive force of utter enemies. Am I gonna have to flee my own capital? I can't defend against that. I'm gonna have to flee my capital.
Da sinistra! In marcia!
La notte è mia alleata.
I'll come back for the Genoan people. They have my word. But in order to
Occupying a port with an
survive
army
this fight, we
prevents
gotta
the enemy from
do what's
trading through
necessary.
it and producing new ships. Note that a port cannot be besieged.
Try to
Simply
blockade that port
right-click
while I'm
on
at
the
it.
target port and your army will walk straight in. If an enemy army is garrisoned there, you will have to fight them immediately.
Pronti! In marcia! Pronti e in attesa di ordini.
Ordini ricevuti.
Alright, blockading the Spanish. No reinforcements are coming to them. And if I really want to be scorched earthing this bad boy, they are getting none of my lovely settlement. If I can help it. They gotta work for their Italian slaves, the Spanish aggressors. I have no choice but to make this a military governor's palace because I'm about to lose significantly.
Mines
in the homestead.
facilitate the harvesting of underground resources.
Luckily, I took a settlement where I can hold enough to where this isn't too painful. Alright. Just gotta dig in at this point. Accept the suck.
Signore, devo...
Why? Why? At least I can take Tunis. Well, never mind. It's fortified George Washington himself. I'm just blown away by Spain's and U.S.'s betrayal right now. I guess the United States saw me as warmongering for colonizing North Africa, and the Spanish just grew jealous and took advantage of the situation as well. Don't really know what I can do now because the enemies are at the gates, quite literally. Kind of processing right now. I wasn't expecting that in the slightest. This is a pretty deep betrayal because I've been friends with him since the beginning of the game. Waiting for Rush to end its turn.
Your nation is bankrupt because as your empire has grown,
Yeah,
the
I figured out I'm bankrupt. Thank you. It's also bankrupt because I just purged the entire nation short of the port. Alright, we're gonna have to budget cut some things. I don't know why. He just glitched out. Expensive cavalry's gotta go. Budget cuts. Unfortunately, my beautiful colony, you're gonna have to do that thing called taxes. Yeah, that's a fun thing. Where is... Ah, yes.
Ufficiale sul ponte. Sì, signore.
Start harassing them for taking my... About to take my capital. I've luckily abandoned most of it, so it's not too terribly painful. Although it does hurt. What tech? Is my tech ready? What's going on there? No, I need more tech. Alright. Platoon firing. Nope, can't do that. Alright. Oh, I don't have a college anymore, so I can't do research. That's right, because I sold the college to deny the enemy education. That's what we do in Italy.
Mi devo riposare.
You know what? Yeah, we'll fight. Push those colonists back to the colony they came from. Definitely turning it interesting for the channel so far. I don't know how this is gonna go. Didn't really predict fighting the Spanish, so we'll see what happens.
The radar map in the bottom left hand of the screen shows the position of...
Yes, I know how to fight. We know from the last video, we know how to fight. At least I hope so. I'm not gonna have the flagship leading. Not ready. Well, you know what? I am.
Selecting the boarding button orders an attempt to board.
Alright, let's see. Wait, is it firing from the front already? Oh, how brave of them. Gonna have the weaker ship move in the front to land. Whoa, whoa, whoa! I'm not gonna play their game. We're gonna move with the wind. Oh! Get in range, 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 get in range. What? Why are we stopping? Alright, that's fair enough. And my turn. Even killed a man, look at that. I kill a man of mine, we're trading equal blows apparently. Just trying to get up and close because that's when these cannons are actually doing some damage. Slightly. Cut in right between them. And then I'm not aiming for him, I'm aiming for him. Just keep a constant barrage going on them. With luck. Ooh. Of course, the Americans to withdraw back to Carthage. Reloading the cannons. Well, how about you don't tread on me? How about that? It's caused no quarrels with you. Actually had trade agreements with you. We're quite fruitful. Speed it up a little. Starting to take a couple of those painful shots. Come on, in range, in range, in range, in range. Almost to my liking. There we go. Getting closer. Nice and close. Closer. 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 Close enough. Let's have him come to my speed. Without ramming. Game of cat and mouse. They're just doing circles around my ships. Doing circles around each other right now. Try to cut off that 12 gunner. It's all by its lonesome. Come on, almost in range. Really do good strafing runs now. Excellent. Get some action going on here. Might be able to break right through Try not to have it running. Ships so beat up, the bottom decks are wide open. Important. Circling until we can kill this one ship. States. Start targeting that negative side. Bring her down, bring her down. I think she's, yeah, she started to list to the port side. This is nice. Is she done? Nope, she's done. She's going down. Our boat ship's left anchor. Begin to move towards the new targets. Across the Atlantic ever again. That was quite impressive. Of course, she's going to do that again with a ship of equal size and a escort. This escort is quite annoying. She's very fast. But shot across the whole. It's about to our favor. Let's speed up this process because it's this long song and dance. Slowly picking up pace. I'd like to take out that escort all by herself. Because I really don't want to deal with that 40 gunner, but she just keeps barraging my ships. They're trying to fight from long range, but it won't last for much longer. Getting licked hard from it, but we're picking up speed. Give him a good clipping. Both sides are ready. I'm trying to cut off that other vessel like I did the other operation. If she can survive, she's getting beat up by that 40 gunner. Range. Done. Reload. Rinse, wash, repeat. They're quite resistive. Speed up the process even more. Alright, by the looks of it, they're just going to keep playing this game of not fighting me, so I'm going to do this, because if not, I'd just be wasting hours of content, just me trying to chase two ships that are refusing to engage. So I'll retreat back to Algiers and reassess my situation. Not a really exciting episode, but politically a very exciting episode. I wasn't expecting the Americans and the Spanish to betray me. But we will do the best we can.
Ammainare le vele!
Oh, they're chasing me.
La flotta è perduta!
And there goes the remnants of the Italian fleet. Interesting. Game is definitely not going as I was planning, but I'm enjoying it nonetheless. Even if it's a loss, it's a fun loss. Especially if I've been doing it with you, enjoying the passage with you, my fellow subscribers. Been an interesting journey so far. Even though there's only been one extra video prior to this, it's been very random. I was hoping the European powers would have more support of me, but now they've kind of betrayed me. Especially the Holy Father, the Pope. I thought he'd have my backing as a fellow Catholic, but I guess not. Even worse, allying with the Protestants, which I thought was unthinkable at this time.
Faith is being lost in your ability to secure victory in the current conflict.
Well, I wonder why.
Every time a territory is lost, or even a battle, the populace becomes wearier of the war. This is indicated by increased unhappiness.
Il signore
Signore, tu devo riposare.
Alright, I'm looking at the timer. I'm running out of time, so we'll stop it here. A successful invasion of Algiers, yes, but at the cost of Europe betraying me. So right now I'm looking at the Spanish coming to finish off my Genoan capital, with my entire army trapped in Algiers deciding what to do. With my rebuilt Italian navy built and sunk in less than one in the same turn. With the Americans building up forces in Tunis to unleash mayhem and democracy upon Europe, leaves me in a very precarious state. But until next time, as always, my fellow strategists, it's been a pleasure.